And there you have it. Hello. So I would like you to come and sit down any way that is comfortable for you, but I need you to sit with a tall spine. So sometimes it's better to sit up against something. Other times it's better to just sit on a cushion so that you can sit up nice and tall. And all we're going to start with is just a little bit of some neck rolls to stretch out through the neck, but also get a little bit of feedback for how our neck and shoulders are feeling right now before we go ahead and go into the stretch. So all I want you to do is let the arms relax down by your side, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, try to consciously relax the shoulders down. Inhale again. And exhale, feel them consciously relax down. The reason I'm getting you to do this is that sometimes when we're cold or stressed, or we have incorrect breathing patterns, we can kind of neurologically be holding tension in our shoulders. So I know when I'm cold, I kind of walk around like this, and then I have to consciously go, you're inside now, Shona, let go. You know, or if I'm stressed, I'll notice I'll be like this, typing away at the computer or trying to meet a deadline or talking to a client, and it's like, and then I have to consciously say, relax. So whether it's that you've just woken up or you've come home from work, you need to consciously try and relax those shoulders first. Now, once we notice, okay, I'm in as relaxed state as possible, now we're going to just gently stretch them out. So you're going to take that right hand and reach it down towards the floor. It's not going to quite get to the floor, but you're going to reach it away. As you reach away, you're going to drop your head in the opposite direction to the left. So we're already sort of starting to feel that stretch through the side of the neck here. Take a breath in and imagine that you had lungs in your neck. And as you took a breath in, you feel like there's expansiveness. I want you to keep your face straight towards me. Okay, so don't turn your chin down just yet. So breathe in, feel like it stretches open through the side here. And as you exhale, reach a little bit further away. Inhale. Exhale, reach away. Take the opposite hand to the side of the head. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, create a gentle pull. Now, you're not slamming it down. You're trying to almost lengthen it. So I want you to pull up in this direction and then away. So again, pull up as you inhale, and then maybe pull the ear down to the shoulder as you exhale. Same time, these fingertips are reaching away. Good. From here, you're going to turn your chin down to that opposite shoulder. Take the hand to the back of the head. Take a deep breath in. Again, as you inhale, pull the back of the head in that direction, and then exhale, pull down towards the collarbone. So inhale, create length. Exhale, pull down. One more time. Exhale. Good. Release the arm, let the chin drop, let your body kind of just sag here, and then come back up into a nice seated position. I want you to keep your eyes closed for me and just notice through being aware, being sensitive of the left and right side. See if you can notice a difference in sensation. Take a deep breath in, release a full breath out. So hopefully you're feeling that you're a little bit more open on this right side. So let's go left side. Reach the fingertips away, turn the head down so the ear comes towards the shoulder. And then from there, reach the fingertips away, inhale, open up through the shoulder, exhale, relax into it. And as you relax into it, you're gently reaching away. The ear comes over to the side a bit more. Inhale again, exhale, reach away. Keep the teeth together if you can. And the reason that I'm getting you to do that is that you can really get into the jaw, the tension through the side of the jaw as well. So keep your teeth together. Obviously I can't because I'm talking. Now we're going to take the hand to the side of the head. Inhale. So pull away, exhale, gently pull down. I mean, I really don't need to add too much to this. Inhale, reach in opposite directions. Exhale, ear down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Chin down. Take the hand to the back of the head. Inhale. Pull away. Exhale. Chin down. Inhale, pull away. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, pull away. Exhale. Good. Release the arm. Roll it to center. Come back up. Take a deep breath in. Lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them down and back. Okay, so let's go into a little bit more of the whole kind of upper body here. So what I'm going to get you to do is come down onto your mat. Bring the soles of the feet together, or sorry, the toes together, knees out wide. Push the hips to the heels and extend your arms forward. Drop your head down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Try to reach your body out of your hip here. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink down. Don't worry if your butt isn't touching your heels. Just really try to lengthen out here. We're trying to stretch all the fascia, all the connective tissue that's throughout lower, middle, and upper back. Okay, so just continue to try and reach away. Inhale and exhale, melt into it. Remember, on the exhalation, you get that natural relaxation, both mind and body. So we want to cultivate that a bit more. Inhale, energizing, lengthening. Exhale, soften. Come forward into an all fours position onto the hands and knees. Adjust your knees so they're hip distance and your hands so they're shoulder distance. Take the left hand to the back of the head. You're going to take a breath in. Bring the elbow down towards the fingers. As you exhale, take it up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Sorry, exhale. Inhale, come down. Exhale, twist up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take the hand up and this time extend the arm. Exhale, you're going to thread it through. Now I stupidly didn't give myself enough room, so I'm going to just turn around quickly. So I'm going to get nice and close to this wall. I'm going to come down, bring my shoulder, my head to the floor, and press into the fingertips to help me twist. Now my hips are going to naturally want to move over to the side. So I'm going to try and push to keep them nice and square. Okay, so we've got this left side threading through. Hips are going to want to try to move to the right. I want you to push your hips back to the left, yeah? And just hold here. Keep pushing into your right fingertips to encourage the stretch. Keep pushing your hips over to the left so we get this deep stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Don't be straining, but at the same time, we want to try to push and open things up without being aggressive with the process. Take that palm back down. You're going to go back up into the reach. Inhale. And then take it back down, hand to the floor. So let's go the other side. I'm just going to move back over so I have space to do this. I didn't think about this properly. So hands going to come to the back of the head. Take a breath in, elbow down. Exhale, open up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time, arm goes up. I thread it through. Other side. So we come into what's called thread the needle. And from here, press into your left fingertips. Now remember, the hips are going to try and also move over to the left. I want you to push into both knees to ensure that you're keeping your pelvis square. And what that does is it means that now we're only stretching the tissue of the upper back, yeah, and the lats all around through the back of the shoulder blades. So if you do this, the hips and the legs take the stretch. Well, they don't really take a stretch. They just compensate for the movement. So really try and keep it square here. Let's take a breath in. Push into the fingertips to help you twist. Exhale. Inhale. Really try to get expansive on that inhale and then exhale. Maybe you move into it, or maybe you just relax. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Hand comes back down. Inhale. Take it back up. And then exhale, release it down. Now we're going to move into anahatasana. So you're going to stay in your kind of all fours position. Hips are going to be straight above the knees. You're going to take your arms forward and melt down so that your butt is way up in the air. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of variations. We're going to let the ribs sink down just for a second, but I would like you to try and keep your elbows straight on the floor. Even bring it so close that your thumbs actually touch here. Try not to let the elbows bend out to the side, because what happens is it stops us from getting this nice stretch through the lats. Yeah, so extending out. Now, what I'd like you to do is take a breath in, and as you exhale, try to pull the lower ribs in. Keep the lower ribs in. Inhale here. Exhale. Keep the lower ribs in. Inhale. And exhale. Now, this might be enough for you. If you'd like to go further, bring the palms together. Keep the elbows walking in. And stretching through the triceps here. Now you'll notice I brought my knees in together a little bit more, and I'm just going to sink my rib cage down. I'm going to try and pull back, let my hips sink backwards a little bit. Take a breath in. Exhale, ribs come in. Inhale. Exhale. Take the arms straight. Come back into a child's pose. Now from here, you're just going to take your arms down, because they're probably a little bit open. We're just going to take them down beside you, and you're going to let everything kind of cave in here. Just let yourself relax. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Get nice and heavy in this beautiful traditional child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back up to a seated position and take a moment to just feel the effects of the practice. So what I would like you to do now is work through a little bit of a chest stretch. Now, you will obviously need a wall in order to do that. And we're going to work just through the front and some of the fascia that kind of spreads through. Because when people come into a chest stretch, a lot of what they'll do is they'll take their arm back. And if I can show you what I don't want you to do is to drop the shoulder like this, okay? And so I see a lot of people just kind of put their hand on the wall or onto a pole and do this. And it's not actually getting the tissue in the chest. Yeah, it's really kind of just going around through the front of the shoulder, but that's not what we're aiming for in this. What we want to do is open up so that you actually open into this part, okay? So what we're going to do is take fingertips nice and spread against the wall, and you're going to keep your arms straight, but I want you to follow that nice angle of the chest. Don't go too low, keep it open. And from here, we're going to just twist around until we find the stretch that works for us. Now remember, if you drop that shoulder in, if you internally rotate your shoulder, yeah, if you cave in, you're going to lose the stretch. So I need you to try and keep it all open here. And I'm just going to open up through the chest and breathe, taking a deep breath in, full breath out, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. So there's not a lot of kind of like aggressive movement in this, because in actual fact, just release that for a sec. You can get a lot from just breathing, because obviously that inhalation and exhalation, that movement of the rib cage going out and in, is going to affect the tissue around it, particularly when you put it into a stretch position and then you breathe. So we sometimes think that we need to move through these complex vinyasa positions, but we don't need to. We just need to come into a posture, into a stretch, and then work on the breath. So take that arm behind you. Avoid internally rotating. We want to keep the chest lifted, and then we can just sort of move the legs around to the position that we need to find the stretch. Keep your fingers nice and spread here. Take a deep breath in. Release a full breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Okay, slowly release that arm down. I'd like to stretch out, as I mentioned, all of this tissue through the front. And the reason is that it all kind of influences each other. If you get really tight through the pecs and the chest, everything tends to shorten. So I want to open everything up. Also, for those of you that maybe lift weights, you're going to get very good at gripping, but how much mobility do you have in your fingers and your wrists and your forearms? If you start to lose that mobility, that can start to cause problems in both the wrist joint and the elbow joint. So even though it might not seem like it relates to your neck and shoulder tension, it might do. So what you're going to do is turn the fingers towards you, take them out so that they're nice and spread, and all we're doing is coming into this all fours position, and we're going to just start to move, rock back on the exhale. So inhale, come forward, exhale, rock back, and let the heel of your hand come off. Now my right is much more flexible than my left. Yeah, but I'm a little bit stronger in my grip on the left side, and I'm left-handed. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bending through the elbows can also intensify it. Inhale and exhale. Good, let them peel off the floor, and then we can just crack them if you need it. Turn the palms down, a little bit of wrist movement, just little tiny circles. Other way, just to even it out. You might notice that you have a lot of tension through the front as well. You might want to stay here a little bit longer. Okay, now we're going to move into more of the yoga shoulder positions, and then we're going to be done. Okay, so stay with me. Take your arms out to the side in a scarecrow kind of position. Actually, scarecrows are more like that, aren't they? I don't know why we say that. Elbows bent. You're going to bring the arms forward. You're going to cross the right elbow under the left. Now, for some of you, you're going to find that that's as far as you can go. Others are going to be able to wrap the forearms and bring the palms together. Okay? You're going to take the elbows down, and you're going to work with this positioning. So you're either sitting on your heels or on a cushion or on a chair maybe. And if you really want to work a more advanced variation, if you can, I'm just offering it. Feel free to choose whatever variation you can handle. You can come into a squatting position. Okay, so for my yogis or anyone that is trying to really work their mobility goals and they can sit in a squat position, this is a really good way to stretch out the shoulders and increase your mobility. So breathing in here and exhale. Move the elbows up and down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, take them down. This time, we're going to keep them down. Inhale here. Exhale, take them up. Inhale, keep them here. Take them down. Exhale, take them up. Inhale and exhale. For anyone wanting to go a little bit further, drop forward. Keep the elbows where they are. Come all the way up to standing. Release the arms. Roll them up and back and come back down. If you weren't doing that, don't worry, you might get to that stage eventually. In fact, not you might, you will. You're just going to work on this a lot. Okay, so we've got to swap the arms the other way around. So now left elbow comes under right. Maybe you're just bringing the forearms together like this, or maybe you're wrapping them around. So you're either seated in a chair, on the floor, whatever is comfortable for you, or if you can, take that final variation, is working through a nice deep squat here. Now, those of you that are like, I can't quite get into that squat, but I do want to work the deeper variation, you can place something under your heels so that you're a little bit raised. Okay, so let's go together. So this time we're going to start. Inhale, take the elbows up. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, elbows up. And exhale, elbows down. Now keep them down. Inhale. Exhale, take them up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Those of you coming with me, draw up forward, ragdoll position, letting the shoulders hang. And then releasing and roll. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Alrighty, how are we feeling? We feeling good? Okay. Some of you are like, no, shoulders so tight. So now what I'd like you to do is work on a little bit of the front of the shoulders. So hands come behind you. We're going to come onto the floor, feet point forward. Hands come behind you, fingers point backwards slightly, or in a more diagonal position, lifting through the chest here. So like I said, actually I didn't say, but what I would like you to be good at is not just, you know, flexibility, right? Like the difference between flexibility and mobility is that flexibility is being kind of mobile or being flexible, being able to stretch into this sort of end range position, but in a sort of more static kind of way. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have the stability in that. Now, mobility refers to the range of motion of a joint, but usually we associate it with having stability in that joint while you're at that kind of end range. Yeah, so I try to encourage, rather than just kind of coming into a stretch and holding it in a passive way, trying to also then eventually work towards building the strength at that end range. And that's what this final position, this final exercise is going to do. So we're really building stability and strength in the shoulders while also opening up through the front of them. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, I want you to lift the hips off the floor. You will feel a stretch at the front of the shoulders. Now, rather than just kind of sinking and doing this halfway, I need you to try and squeeze the shoulders back, lift the chest up, lift the ribs up. Inhale here. And exhale, we're going to drop back down. Let's breathe the other way. Inhale here. Exhale, lift up. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Watch, don't let the shoulders come in. Push the floor away. Really lift through the chest. Come back down. Last one. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. Perfect. If shoulders is something that you know you need to stretch out more, let me know in the comments below so that I can create more shoulder opening and shoulder releasing sequences for you. But give this one a go. Try and do it 2 to 3 times a week. See if that starts to increase your shoulder mobility and make a difference. And if there's anything else that you want me to share in terms of the shoulders or in terms of any part of your body, then let me know below. Now look, I'm not going to tell you to hit subscribe, but the truth is that if you do hit subscribe, you're going to get reminded when I release a video that is going to benefit your body. So it's kind of a win-win situation, really, isn't it? You push the little red button, things work out. For me, for you, for your body, we're all winners. And who doesn't love a winner? But sometimes it's important to lose, but not in this case.